What's up, everybody? What's up, Tim? How you doing, babe? Doing? Tiffanie and I are on a road trip. Aren't we, babe? Where are we going?
We're going to Lansing. I'm not sure exactly where we're going. We'll be at time for, but
We are. Spending a little time together today with my baby.
I'm very still on.
Yeah. So me and the pretty lady are going out. Lovely, tip-tastic, grand tip target, whatever you want to call her. It's all good. So very, very thankful for this lady and what she means to me. You are awesome tips. Good. Put it on comments so you can see the comments there. So, cool week for us. This was the first week of the Pantheon.
It was
The first full week of the
very, very well done.
yes, the first full week of the Pantheon, and went over very well, very, very, very well.
The bell trace is not the second thing, but it's that coffee in that cup. Austin said,
Yeah.
y'all.
What's up, Austin?
Carol Bixford says, hi, you guys.
Carol, I love Carol. Let me tell you guys something. Those of you on the YouTube channel, right now we're broadcasting on all the platforms. All the platforms. So we're on the Facebook stuff, Tiff. We're on the YouTube stuff. We're on Twitch. We're not gaming, but we're on Twitch.
All I think of is, all I think
Bedrock.
of is
Twitch.
on Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, we're good. But so we're on all the platforms. So and this is on the church thing and the YouTube thing. But I just want to tell you guys, Carol has been a huge supporter of us. And Carol, we love you. We're very, very thankful for you. And hope you're warmer where you are here, because my goodness, it's freezing.
I asked people today what the weather was. And it's like it's the low of 11, but with the wind chill and the wind today, I feel like.
Well, I felt that.
Meanwhile, my dad in another state is more southern and warmer is like in shorts and t-shirt doing yard work.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
You always look at the there.
I was out there today in that weather, and let me tell you, I had gloves on, and so I went to the church today. Home Depot delivered our materials. Tomorrow after church, we're getting together, and that's one of the things I want to talk about. So if you are in the area, please come to church tomorrow. First of all, please come 1502 Jane Avenue. Real easy to find. We want you there. It's going to be a great day tomorrow. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be a great service. But then after the service, we're going to have a time of fellowship. We're going to have some food. And we're all going to come together. There's something for everyone to do, whether it's vacuuming, whether it's moving some basic things like the chairs and something. We're going to have to move some chairs because we are repaneling and restructuring our entire upfront area, of the sanctuary there. We got the paneling. It came in this morning. I got a call this morning. They're like, hey, we're coming. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 8 a.m. So I got my butt up, drove down to the church, and they just put the stuff all right in front of the church. And I'm like, oh boy. Thank you to James. Shout out to James who got up and yesterday was his birthday, but he worked till like 2 in the morning last night. But he got up and came across the street and helped me. And we brought all the paneling in and stuff. So if you come in tomorrow, I already took the
Good thing about having buses across the street.
tell you what. So if you come in tomorrow, there's some paneling up, and I already took the strips, the border, the molding off of there, so so it looks a little bit. But after church, we're putting the new ones on, and it's gonna look awesome. It's gonna look like brick, and then like wood, like a rustic kind of barn wood. Oh my gosh, so cool. So
Light bulb.
yeah. Oh, we're getting something like that, Tim. Oh, we're getting something like that. It's gonna be awesome. But listen, you might say, well, I don't do that. That's okay. We need people who can be able to vacuum, right? Because we need to be able to keep that going. Yeah, a futon that needs to be put together. We need people to be able to move just some stuff so we have the room to do it. Take down stuff that was there because we're not going to need that curtain anymore, And so And then a little bit of painting maybe, some simple painting because we're gonna reuse the molding. We're gonna paint that black. We got the black paint. We're just gonna paint that black, that matte finish black paint. So we're gonna do that. And so we just need your help. We just need your help. So come to church tomorrow.
We have 3 things over at and Jesus that I've been trying to get to the church, but Ed had the keys if you want to go in there. So things that were there that need to come to the church. So I'll take it over.
There you go. There's something for everybody to do, no matter what size, whatever. And you know what? It's gonna be a great time of fellowship. It's gonna be a great time of hanging out together, and that's what I love doing. So come to church tomorrow. But also the Poindexter Pantheon. So Brian kicked it off on Monday with 10 Forward, his show about Star Trek and food. I love that combination.
Anthony, both sides of every show. That's amazing.
Oh my God. Absolutely, man. Brian brought it. Had Stella on. They talked Star Trek. It was so good. It was so good. They talked food, and I love that because on Star Trek they use replicators to make their food, right? And so he's got a segment called the Weekly Replicator, and it's fantastic. Just talking about food and Star Trek. What a combination. Who would have known? Who would have known? Star Trek and food. So there's that, and then right, and then Jiving with Jack premiered. 2 episodes this week, both Tuesday and Thursday, which you can find them here Tuesday and Thursday every week, 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, and so that was really cool. Him and Austin.
Will there be snacks?
There will be snacks. We're gonna have pizza. We're gonna have other snacks. So yes, there will be snacks tomorrow. But yeah, so Jiving with Jack premiered, and those nailed it, knocked it right out of the park. Did a great job. Fantastic. Congratulations to those guys. Well received, well watched. Very good. And then William last night brought the heat. Came with the Sci-Fi Center live to Las Vegas, and I couldn't be prouder of these guys. And you know what? And they're accomplishing exactly what I hope for them to accomplish. Make good entertainment that you guys can watch. William is doing 3 other shows. Right, he's doing a wrestling wrap-up show, Tiff. He's doing a show called As Seen on TV that I don't even know what that's about yet. I am too. And then he's doing another Sci-Fi Center like deep dive kind of thing where like him and Dawson are actually going to be doing a deep dive into the Dark Knight comic. And so great content there for people who love that kind of stuff. And I definitely do. So I can't wait to see what they do there. And then we took care of some housekeeping stuff. Look, there was a little bit of controversy because Jiving with Jack came from another channel. Our good friend Pop Culture Corner, and I think I posted that link. If I did not post the link to his GoFundMe, I need to do that. I'll post that shortly. He had our good friend Ty has a fire, and so he's got a GoFundMe, and so we want to help support him. And everything, but
Richard Gilbert says, hello, Enosh. How is the All Wise doing today? And Austin said, can't wait for our show, Enosh.
Oh, yes. Austin and I are going to do a show, which is going to be fun. I also can't wait for the collectible show with me, Wonder Meg, and Scott McClellan. But yeah, it was cool because, like I said, there was a little bit of controversy because there was some misunderstanding, I think, amongst people who were watching. Maybe there was some kind of back and forth, some tension between me and Ty from Pop Culture Corner because Jiving with Jack came to our channel, but it really wasn't like that. So I know, and then there were a couple people who tried to agitate that, make that a thing. But you know what was awesome was I went on Pop Culture Corner yesterday. We support Pop Culture Corner. Ty's gonna, he's still coming on our channel and everything, and so there's no bad blood there. We love Ty. We wish him the best. He's got a lot of great things coming up himself. He's got to deal with Showcase Cinemas. They're actually letting, it's cool because it's kind of funny because the idea that I had about doing it like at our Cinemark, that I went to the manager and I've been talking to him. Ty actually did that with Showcase. The ironic thing is that the one that's Cinemark now is Showcase here, but they got rid of all the showcases here. So National Amusements here. So Uh, so we may be doing a similar thing, actually, hopefully with Cinemark, but that's later down the line. Thank you, Anthony. So so that'll be further down the line. But we got stuff, and then
also put in it was like a GoFundMe program called Help with Images.
thank you, Anthony. That's it right there. That's for Ty. Ty had a house fire, and so we wanna
Put the GoFundMe link points in there, so we'll just be sure to put through Michelle O'Rourke. The pastor, would you have any advice on how I can help my wife her grief about her grandfather? She walls up and she has her walls up right now and she won't let me help her.
you know sometimes grief really is, and everybody handles it differently. Everybody handles grief differently and loss. Look, I just went through a major loss. I lost my grandmother, who was my mother basically.
That's 3 months that still but still has
It hasn't. It hasn't.
I want to call and I was cleaning the house for Andy today. And just a simple act of wiping down the cabinet so that the fridge is ready and ready. I broke out in tears because I felt like I was wiping away her fingerprint. And it's something that I needed out of the blue 3 months later. So it comes in waves. It goes up and down like a roller coaster, but there's times kind of like that at first that says there's a time to mourn, a time to be. There's going to be a time
Yeah.
yes, there's going to be a time to give the space. There's also going to be a time to oversight. And the times that she puts that wall up, I would say pray for her. Because sometimes that's all you can do.
Look at Pastor Tiff. I love that. I love that. Love that. No, she's absolutely right. She's absolutely right.
I know that so many Americans the power of a praying wife, but that can be for everybody.
Well, and I think it's great to hear it from a woman's perspective too. You know, because here's the thing: you got to give her space. You know, maybe just sit down with her and just tell her, honey, I love you. I'm here when you need me. I'm not gonna. I don't want to force you to have to deal with anything. Just know that you're not alone. That I love you, and I'm here when you need me. And we're in this together. You know. You know what I've been really learning is to when I'm talking to somebody. And here's something interesting. So on our Echoes of Faith family channel. So if you're so inclined, go over please to the Echoes of Faith family channel and subscribe to that, because we're going to be doing videos just like this, where we sit down and we talk about situations just like this. And for what I would say is tell her, hey, I'm here for you. But one of the things I'm learning, Tim, is when people tell me something, instead of saying something like, oh yeah, I understand, right? Oh, I get it. Instead of saying that, I'm learning to say, I hear you. I'm here to listen. Because sometimes that's what people need. Instead of, they're not looking for advice, they're looking for someone to listen. So that's a change that I'm making in my own life.
People use like all the time.
So there's a couple things there. Tim, you have some cool things going. Now you watched Peacemaker finale and the Boba Fett finale today.
Last couple of weeks I've been spending time trying to get the house cleaned out, working like 40, doing like 15, 20 over there. Trying to run around and helping. So there's some food so that relax and enjoy and stuff like that. So I've been very busy. Well, it's constantly finally got to watch.
Feelings on Boba Fett. Preliminary, because we 5 minutes of forever.
Yeah, well, I've heard a lot of people poo-pooing a lot of stuff, and I'm going to be going against it and saying that I actually really enjoyed it. And if people don't enjoy it, they can walk in front of my butt on a summer day. Just saying.
Wow, Pastor. Yeah.
Just saying. Bando, what's the cap? Cap, gun, they're what's the cap?
Like it. I like it. I like it. And your thoughts on Peacemaker?
Show that I did not think I was going to like. I did not think I was going to I wasn't going to like it. I wasn't going to like it as much as I do. And I really look forward to seeing it every week. It made me have a new appreciation for Don Cena. It's like from the beginning to the end, how they have, like, it started off silly, it's funny, and then now it's like I'm looking forward to the next season. I have people that I had no idea who they were. I fell in love with hardcore, with vigilante. Like, they all had their own themes. I thought that they did a great job of putting it together. I liked it. Not every single thing is perfect, and the same thing with Boba Fett. Just because I like it doesn't mean that I 100% agree with every single thing that they did in the entire series. But it doesn't stop me from liking what they did and what they can potentially do now going forward the next season. Full show.
Now, what did you think of the much controversial scene where they erased the Snyderverse and buried it and killed it, put a shovel in its head, and then stomped on all ideas of Cyborg and Batman, Ben Affleck, and also erased all people of color because there was no other people of color in the whole show, right? So they did that. They erased all people of color.
They do that when one of the main characters is what's her name's daughter.
Oh. Well, I'm just going off what Twitter said.
Or Mern. Or
I was just going off what the internet said.
Not always right, so.
Oh. You heard it here first. Twitter is not always right.
We need to stop with pessimism and being cynical and just enjoy things that are given to us
in
the world of DC or anything else that we can get from the nerdy perspective. I'm just saying. Keep complaining and moaning about everything that they don't.
But Tiffanie, they released.
Then we're not going to get any more nerd stuff.
But Tiffanie, they released pictures today that there was a guy who was dressed up like Batman. Doesn't that mean that they were disrespecting Batman by erasing him?
And yet they can turn around and have someone like Vigilante, who that guy did not physically do the whole first part of that show, and yet they had to digitally put them in. But is that magic?
I'm just saying.
I don't want to ruin my day because of their name.
What did you think of Aquaman and the Flash? Because Ezra Miller may be watching. Ezra, if you're watching, we love you.
I love Ezra Miller and I love Jason Momoa. They make fun of Aquaman in the cartoon where he's like, Aquaman wants to like talk. They make fun of him there. They can't make fun of him here.
Well, the point was is people are ticked off because they don't want Aquaman to be made fun of. Dang it, I didn't call about this. But yeah, okay.
They don't want to make fun of him, but that's something that has come with that character, and it's not that he can't handle that. That's why him and Flash. That's why Flash laughs like. Because it's like a running joke. It's something he can handle.
But don't you think the internet's right when it says that Aquaman wouldn't talk to that those guys wouldn't talk to each other like that, because they respect each other, and like Barry wouldn't talk to Aquaman like that because he respects Aquaman. Aquaman is like a mentor and like a part of the team, so like he wouldn't razz him or like give him a hard time or anything.
So none of your family members or friends and family members or anyone in your life doesn't razz you or joke and like put you down a little bit because they're like making fun because that's what you guys do.
But Tiffanie, that's bullying, and that it's a horrible, awful thing. It's right up there with having a conversation while driving. I should not even talk to anybody. Like it's all a horrible, awful thing, Tiff.
I'm not talking not to say anything and nice.
Hey, look, my feeling on it is this. Barry is fun. He's young. He was being sarcastic. You know what? They're on a team. They absolutely would razz each other. They would absolutely give each other.
Boys, are they sitting there hugging and having fun and being nice to each other every single day, all the time? No, they're razz each other. They fight. They come back together. They stand up if someone else is picking on them.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's right. They're brothers in arms. They're brothers in arms, Tiff. You know, that's the thing people are missing about this. They're acting like they're acting like the Flash. You know, they're on the Justice League, so they wouldn't give each other a hard time.
John Cena also was mad at them for not showing up, so it's not like I condone what John Cena's character said. But you know what? He almost lost some of his people. They didn't show up in time.
I know.
He said something bad. That's also his character. I think the reason I like watching John Cena and his character so much is I've seen him for so long as a face in wrestling, and he's never gone heel. That to me, this is like him going heel for the first time because we can actually see him saying, "Screw you," and saying all these things. Plus, he's got a freaking ego that gives him hugs. So
that's true. Now, Tiff, we're here right now. No, I know. No,
I don't want the internet to make me mad today.
No. I did not want the internet. Okay. So we're going toy hunting. We're at an antique place here in Lansing. But Tiff, I do want you to say just a smidge before we go. Just a smidge. Yeah, just say smidge. Okay, we're done. No, I'm just kidding.
Is that like besmirch?
Smirch. Yeah.
That's my favorite word.
I like it. Okay. You got a project that you're working on.
In the work.
We don't have a name for it yet. You're not going to show Tids and Bits, are you? I mean, the ratings might go crazy. Like, if shit.
I'm joking.
OnlyFans coming soon. But it's all going to be feet stuff. Like, no nudity. You don't even have to do nudity. You know, people have OnlyFans things that, like, they just, like, talk like this. People apparently sign up for that. Like, I don't get that. Like, I don't understand the whole. OnlyFans started literally for celebrities to just be like, hey, you can like come here and like support me this way, and like it turned into like a smut show, like real quick. Yeah. So you could look at my ugly feet, my size 15 feet. But anyways, Tiff. So you're working on a project. Tell us just a smidge about it so we can go.
Okay, I guess the smidge would be that I'm coming up with a chick show. And I mean that in the best of ways because I am a chick. I'm going to have other chicks on my panel as like my weekly.
Chick.
As I have other women in mind, some you may know, some you may not, that you will know and you will fall in love with and you will like just as much as I do. We will be talking about little things here and there, maybe like, how it is as a woman trying to find, toy hunting and cosplay, how we come up with ideas, how we come about.
That guy looks like Ezra Miller.
He does. And just, talking fun stuff for women.
Ezra's practice.
Not just for women. It's a show for everybody, but it's just from a woman's point of view and perspective and fun with fun.
Who are some special guests that people might be able to look forward to seeing?
Well, you mentioned her once on one of the things that you may be doing with her, but Wonder Mag is on board to especially one of my fellow toy collectors. And then Sophie, who has been on the channel for a long time in the chat.
Silent Scotty's woman.
Yeah. And so she is going to be it's going to be me, Sophie, and Meg. And that's all I'm going to give you for right now. We'll give you guys more tids and bits as we come up with it. Or
do I get tids and bits? Tids and bits. Yeah. Membership has privileges, folks. All right. So I'm ready to go toy hunting. Thank you guys for coming along with us. We love you. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. Remember that you're not alone. You're not going through this life alone. If anything, we're here. All right. You can find all of our links in the descriptions of our videos. I wrote a description for this video, so it's probably not in this one. But usually, all of our socials are there. We're pretty easy to find. So, and hey, we're here, right? If you need a different perspective or just whatever, man, just want to nerd out about stuff, just know that we're here. All right, we love you. And that's about it. I love you. And now I got to call and I got to make an appointment for something we got to do. So, hey, stay nerdy, be cool,
and we will see you on the flip. Bye bye.